Hey, what's up, you guys? We're hanging out here with Taking Back Sunday. Could I have you guys personally introduce yourself to our viewers and tell Shaun in the band?
My name's Eddie, and I play guitar.
My name's Shaun. I play the bass.
Welcome to the show, guys. How excited are you right now?
Very excited. Very happy to be here in Lincoln, Nebraska.
This is actually my hometown. Bands don't usually come here. So, if you were a porn star, what would your porn star name be?
Chico Smith.
Yeah, that was a very quick answer.
Because I know it. Because you take the first,
Oh, yeah.
your first dog's name
It was Chico.
and the street you grew up on.
Yeah. You think Chico would be proud?
Chico. Yeah, he would be
Really?
proud.
You have it even tattooed and everything.
Passed away.
Aw.
You're 17 years old.
I have the worst one. I think it would have to be gay porn because I'd be Sandy Joy. Yeah.
Joy. Chico Smith is.
You can't get into straight porn with a name like Sandy Joy. It just wouldn't work.
You could probably get into gay porn with Sandy Joy.
I think that's a killer gay porn name.
Yours
So
would be gay porn. Mine would be like 70s porn. Totally. Chico Smith.
Speaking of that, what's probably the gayest moment you've ever had?
it's when I fucked all those dudes. No.
True story.
No, nothing really gay is come my way. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so some people think that that's a little homoerotic.
What would you say is the band's most overused joke?
Our drummer, I meant Mark. Usually we spend a lot of time making fun of him.
Give me a good joke about Mark.
I don't know. There's so many.
His nose.
He likes to touch his nose and then he likes to rub his nose and then smell his fingers. So we make fun of him all the time for it because it's weird.
What's his explanation for this?
It's he's just crazy.
OCD compulsion. He can't help himself.
So just be like,
No,
okay. Am I being Mark right now?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That's basically it.
That's right. I could go play tonight, right?
So strange. He does it all day long. It's weird.
You seem like a tough guy, but what would you say is your girliest feature?
My toes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have nice toes.
You have nice toes?
It's weird. What kind of question is that?
A great one. What's girly about your toes? What's girly about your toes?
You want to know what's girly about me?
Okay.
Nothing on me, but when I'm around my children, I'm a very mushy dad. There's nothing girly on me right now, except for a lot of fat and muscle and.
Got nice curves.
Yeah, I got nice curves.
I like the tattoos and stuff. Actually, you both have tattoos. Before you guys were famous rock stars, what was the worst job you ever had?
I worked at a taxidermy.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
I was in charge of mopping up and cleaning up all the maggots and blood and throwing the carcasses out in the dumpster.
Speaking of girly features, yeah, that's a very manly job.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
Taking Back Sunday, you've been around for a while.
Yeah, I've been around for some time. For a little while.
You're so old.
Yeah.
But why are you still relevant in today's music scene?
Because we keep touring and we keep playing and we keep writing rock music.
Okay.
And we try not to get ahead of ourselves. Some bands have a problem with doing that.
Do you guys remember the first gig you ever played?
My first gig I remember very clearly because it was the most nerve-wracking day of my life, and it was in front of parents and friends. It was at the Dry Rock Cafe in Massapequa, Long Island, and it was 1988.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I was born in 1990, so that was.
It's really good. You make me feel old. Make me feel really old.
You're an expert. You've been doing this for a while. What would you say is the biggest misconception about Taking Back Sunday?
I think some people might think we're famous or something, but we're really far from it. In a certain circle, people hold us in some sort of high regard or like some sort of pseudo-celebrity, but we're just regular dudes. I feel like we're a band that has to tour to work, to make money, to put food on the table for our families.
What do your kids think about the fact that their dad is a traveling rock star, or at least a traveling band member?
I mean, they're starting to get it now. They're 4.5 and 5.5.
Cooler than some jobs, right?
Yeah.
Go out and play to, hundreds, sometimes thousands of fans. That's got to be sweet.
Cooler than the taxidermy place.
That was a weird. I mean, I only did that for like a month in the summertime, but
You wouldn't take your kids there.
no.
Like what Dad does.
Actually, I quit the taxidermy, walked across the street to the beer distributor place, and actually worked there for a couple of years, and that was a fun job.
Here's a fun one. What motivates you to get up in the morning?
I really like life. I have a lot of fun. I've got an amazing wife. I just got married, so that makes me very happy. I love playing in this band with my friends and making music, being creative. Yeah, there's a really lot to be happy about, and I look forward to every day.
What song should play when he walks into a room? Like, what top 40 pop song describes his personality?
Like Dancing Queen or something?
Dancing Queen?
That always makes me very happy.
Yeah? Would that be your song?
I actually love that song.
Yeah?
We used to go to an 80s club in Long Island years ago, and I used to always request that song, and they'd play it, and I would tear up the dance floor by myself.
By yourself?
I just want to dance.
That's right.
I want to dance, you fucker.
I do the same thing. Just rock out on random dance floors.
No, I'm actually not lying. I actually love that song. I actually have that on my iPod.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Here's a question you guys can relate to. Who farts the most on tour?
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Yeah, that was actually that was going to be my answer for what makes you get up in the morning. Shaun had this heartfelt story, and I didn't want to like ruin it. But for me, it was like getting up and finding somewhere to take a shit.
He's over here like, I get up because I love life.
I love my wife. Life is great. Blah blah blah. And I'm over here. God, I'm a real asshole.
I would never do this.
I would never poop on the bus because you can't.
That's like an unspoken rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would never commit genocide.
There you go. He's such a better human than I am. I'm such a.
Maybe you would commit genocide. I wouldn't. That's the type of guy you are.
He's like, I might do that, but you wouldn't.
Eddie's a loose cannon.
Yeah, don't tempt him. You do get to tour the country. You have thousands of fans out there. You've put out multiple albums. You've gotten pretty big. Does it humble you or?
I'm from like a deep-rooted New York hardcore punk rock scene, and a lot of it was DIY, and a lot of it was do it yourself, book your own shows, blah blah blah. So when the band was getting bigger and bigger, I never really let it get to my head because it's just I'm no better than anyone else. I'm just playing music.
When we got signed, like I just had an idea that we'd have a record that would go out in stores and we tour for a couple months, maybe a year, and that'd be it. So anything after that, like the dream came true at that, just seeing our record in a store. Like that was shocking to me, and that was awesome. And then all this is just gravy after that.
We're gonna do the one-word game. Which band member do you want to tell a story about?
John shakes a lot like a chihuahua, and I always make fun of him about it. And he'll get like these random like.
One more time. One more time. No. I'm just kidding.
And he's always like. He's like an old man that shakes.
Your sound effects are great.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna you just add the next word to the story. All right. So John is here we go. John
Is
the
dumbest
asshole
nervous shaking problem person
I
ever
known.
and
I
Care
deeply
about
his penis.
Amen. Don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from. Come with me behind the scenes, backstage, and onto the tour bus to meet your favorite stars. Hey, what's up, you guys? We're hanging out here with Asking Alexandria, the very tired all-time low. You're hanging out here with Black Veil Brides. I'll ask questions you've never heard before and get you the answers you won't find anywhere else. You said you're a Justin Timberlake fan.
No.
No?
No.
Maybe that wasn't you?
Oh my god, I shouldn't have smoked all that weed.
How long is this nose you have here?
I have no idea.
Happy birthday, dear Brian.
I am a ninja.
You need to know?
If you were a porn star, what would your name be?
Mine would definitely just be the Jackhammer. Our new song, you know, right?
Party like it's...
Oh god, oh god.
Was that good?
My balls, yeah. You guys see my balls? And they're like, woo!
All right. I'm like crying. He's crying. Thumbs up, comment, and subscribe for brand new videos every day. Reporting for YouTube, I'm BryanStars.
BryanStars! BryanStars!
I'm the reason you go on tour.
You're the reason I'm here, baby.